everybody, crafting journey here, that journey chick on Instagram. Check me out on Instagram. So today I'm bringing you FlossTube number 3. I'm just going to preface this by saying I've done a lot of acquiring cross stitch elements in the last month or so. So as many of you may know, on my channel, I do various crafts: diamond painting, crochet, loom knitting, coloring every once in a while. I'm not the best colorist. And now cross stitch. Now, I've been doing cross stitch for 40 years. Well, 40 years ago, I started cross stitch. And then I kind of gave it up. I did it when my children were young. And I remember having this entire box of whips, you know, works in progress, and floss, and I carried it with me from place to place because I tend to move a lot. It's just the way I live my life. I'm like a gypsy. So it's somewhere along the way, I don't know what happened to it, which is so sad because I had some really gorgeous whips. But it got to the point where I could not see it anymore. But, you know, recently, and last year I started, in 2020, I started the Alice in Wonder Stitch Along. It actually goes like this. And this was by Satsuma Street. You can see I didn't get very far on it, but I am still working on it. So there's different, this is going to be the Cheshire Cat, and there's different various elements of the Alice in Wonderland that's going to go in those little boxes there. But I was still having difficulty seeing it. So, and I expressed that to some of my subscribers. So one of them sent me a link for this light. And this, I will put a link down in the description. It's from Amazon. And you put it around your neck and you turn it on, and voila, game changer, total game changer. Now I can cross stitch. I can see what I'm cross stitching. Now, I have not been brave enough to go below an 18 count, 14 count, 16 count, 18. I haven't been brave enough to go below a 14 count, but you know, I might one of these days. So currently, here's what I'm up to. All right, this, I joined the 24 hours of cross stitch. Now, I did not accomplish very much, but this is also an Alice in Wonderland. You can't really tell what it is so far, but it's actually, this is like the tail of the Cheshire Cat, and it comes around, and then there's a silhouette of Alice in there. If I can find the, you know, I have this on my Goodreader, and I couldn't for some reason find the actual picture of what it would look like at the end. I will put the Alice picture up with that. I will put pictures, you know, anything that I'm doing here today, I will try to show you what the finished product's going to look like on the screen. So I have that. And then I discovered that there is this wonderful thing called, and I wish I'd known that when I had started this Alice, this gridded fabric. Ah, how amazing. Yes. So I'm loving the gridded fabric. Now, obviously I can't use that for everything, but it's nice for a bigger project. It would be nice if it came in colors. Do you know if it comes in colors? I don't know. And let me also say that even though I've cross-stitched many years ago, everything has changed. So I'm kind of really coming into this again, new. So, and going a little nuts. I'm like, wow, I want to do that. I want to do that. Yes, yes. And this is what I'm using for project bags right now. You can get these off of Amazon. I will put a link down in the description for these. I mean, it's nothing fancy. I know some of you have some gorgeous project bags out there, but I'm going to start out with these for now. What I've done floss-wise, I have this container. I started out with this for the Alice project, the stitch along for Alice. And I say stitch along with the Alice. I got into that stitch along late, and I really wasn't stitching along with anybody. So I was just kind of doing it on my own. Let me get the box open. So as you can see, this is the floss for the Alice project. All of it is bobbinated, you know, in order. Now, I've acquired a lot more floss since then, and I have not bobbinated it. Here is the floss that I have acquired. Now, some of this I got on Wish, so it's not DMC. There's a few in, most of this is DMC, but there is some that is in here that is not DMC, and I may use that for some projects, or I may not. I don't know. I mean, it's got DMC numbers on it. It's just not DMC floss. And I do, when you compare it to the DMC, there is a little color variation there. So I'm going to be careful with that. So what I've done for my most recent projects is I discovered, yes, more floss. I discovered this wonderful little binder here, and I've got way too much in here. I've got to start bobbinating it, but this is for like the 3 most current projects that I'm working on. And it has like the little covers on either end, and I put some stickers on it, you know, just for fun. But this is all the floss that I'm currently working on. And frankly, this is kind of easier than bobbinating it all. But this, I've got too much in here. I either need to get another one or get another container to put this stuff in. I think I would like to maybe get a couple more of these and have like one for each project. But we'll see, because you're going to see. I have more floss. All right, yes. So currently I'm doing the Hocus Pocus stitch along. That is with Brian Diamond Painting Elliott. He changed his name. I think it's Brian Loves All Things Crafting now. I will put the link down in the description to that stitch along. It's called Hocus Pocus, I Need Coffee to Focus. Let me show you it is out of this Just Stitch magazine. This is the Halloween edition. It's very difficult to find at this point. If you know, I subscribe to Just Stitch magazine. This is not part of the subscription. It is a separate purchase. And I expressed that I wanted to do the Hocus Pocus stitch along, and one of my subscribers gifted this to me, and I just think that was really, really sweet of them. So I do have it now. So here is the Hocus Pocus, I Need Coffee to Focus. Now, I had this idea that I was going to change this word to chocolate, but I don't think that it would fit, or I could make it fit here. But I thought, you know, I've got so much going on that, you know, I'm just going to do the pattern. Yeah. But what I decided I would do is I went on Etsy and I found a shop called To Die For, and it's not die as in death, it's die as in DYE. So To Die For Fabrics. And I started so I got this Halloweenish kind of colory fabric. I wanted something purplish to put the Hocus Pocus on. And there's, you know, I have started the coffee. I started in the middle. Traditionally, that's how I learned to do it. You know, you folded the fabric and you started in the middle. So that's what I've done here. Now, I do have Q-snaps that I'm doing that in. And this was a 14 count Aida that I ordered, but, and I know this fabric shrinks when you dye it, so I feel like I'm working on less than a 14 count. It's a little bit smaller, probably because it shrunk a little, I'm assuming, but it's working out. I'm able to do it, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So another thing that's happened recently, I watch Shalene's Creativity Room. She does some FlossTubes, and she recently did a giveaway. So I entered the giveaway. The question was like, what is your favorite Halloween candy? So mine is candy corn. So I win. You win. So what did I win? This magazine. Well, I just told you I had gotten it from a subscriber. So I went into another live where Brian, who's this is his stitch along, and he has a Facebook group for it. He was promoting his stitch along. So I mentioned in the chat, does anybody not have this book that would like to do the stitch along? And there was one person in the chat. And I do know this person, and I know that she does a lot of cross stitch. So I contacted Shalene and I said, could you please go ahead and send the magazine directly to her? And that way I paid it forward. But I won something else. In addition to this magazine, I won, I make these weird noises, yes. And I sing, and I do a Friday dance, and yeah. If you watch my regular daily show, it's called Crafting and Crime. I talk about true crime. But from a different perspective. I used to be an attorney, and so I talk about the trials, and what happened at the trial and post-trial and those kind of things. So I won all of the floss to make this pattern here out of the same book, the Halloween magazine, in addition to whatever fabric background that I wanted. And guess what came in the mail today? Yes, well, yesterday. From 123 Stitch, yes. I told you I had more floss. More floss. Okay, so here is all the floss. I got all the floss I need for that pattern. Now, I may already have some of it. It's likely that I do, but I've got more. So we'll compare that later and see. Like I said, I want to get another one of these before I start this. And I've already started some other stuff, so I don't think I'm going to do any more starts right now. This is not a stitch along. It's just something that I wanted. Here's the fabric. This is 16 count Ada, and it's French Cafe Mocha. And it's really, I thought it would look really cute with the girl and the fall colors. So yeah, that will be a project for another day. But I did win one more thing in that giveaway. There was 3 things, 3 creators. So one creator was giving away the magazine. Another one was giving away this part of it. And then the other thing that I won. All right, so I don't need this anymore. And I do want to keep the floss with that. And get it open again. And I have to do all this around 2 kittens, which sometimes you'll see them playing in the background here. So yeah, it's a hard project to do unless they're sound asleep. Because they like the floss. All right, what else did she win? She won and this was from Crystal's Crafty Creations. Thank you, Crystal. No, I haven't, it looked like it was open, but I haven't looked at it. I literally threw it in the bag so I could open it on the FlossTube and be surprised. It says thank you on the front, and inside, oh my goodness, I can't do anything today. Thank you so much for all the support you give me. I am so happy you won the prize from Shalene. I hope you enjoy the fob for your scissors or project bag. And that's from Crystal's Crafty Creations. And it's a little fob. Look, I'm going to put it, on a project bag. Let me get it out and show you. It's a little ghost. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? It's a little ghost. All right, so let me get the project bag here. And we'll just put that on there. Yeah, like I said, I don't have fancy project bags. I've seen the price of them, and I'm going to hold off for now. There we go. Oh, look how cute. Okay. Very cute. Thank you, guys. I think I don't win things very often, if at all. So I do want to save her address, because sometimes I like to return the favors. Alrighty. Now, one of my subscribers mentioned, you know, you have this, I used to live in Wichita. I live in Wichita, Kansas. This subscriber used to live in Wichita. And she said, there's this fantastic store you have to try. And I kept meaning to get there. And I finally decided I'm going to find this store. And I went and I found the store. And I did some serious damage in this store. So let me just get it all out. I'm going to put a couple pictures in right here of this store. It's called Heart's Desire, and it's in this section of town that it has bookstores and coffee shops, and I wouldn't call it downtown. It's kind of off from downtown, but it just has these quaint little shops. And one of them is this Heart's Desire cross-stitch store. So this is the door that you walk in through. You go in, and as you enter, you know, here is what you see. Just this huge, huge store. I was a little overwhelmed. There was, you know, patterns everywhere. I didn't find DMC floss. I'm sure they had it, but I didn't see it. I saw a lot of like hand-dyed floss. But I didn't need floss at that point in time. I didn't need floss. So I was looking at the patterns. And then I go towards the back of the store, and I'm like, oh, a wall of dyed fabrics. Yes, a wall of dyed fabrics. So I got me some dyed fabric. So the first one is, it's 14 count raw linen. Look how gorgeous this is. So I got a fat quarter of each. Now, I don't know what a fat quarter is, but she said, do you want a fat quarter? I'm like, sure, let's have a fat quarter. You know, good thing it wasn't too much. So this is a fat quarter. Yeah, it's, so look how pretty. I don't know, I don't have a project plan for this, but I will. I certainly will find something to do on that. Isn't that gorgeous? Now this one, yeah, here's my receipt. I don't really want to tell you how much I spent there. Yeah, this one is to die for, and I know exactly what I'm going to do with this piece of fabric. So look how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? This is also 14 count Fairy Mist. And this is another fat quarter. So look how pretty. And I'll show you in a second what I plan to do with that. So then I found some patterns. I'm like, oh, you're not gonna buy any patterns. Yes, I did buy some patterns. So, and they're very involved, but well, not, you know, they're not pages and pages. So the first one is Castle Le Creep, Glendon Place, cross-stitch designs for the Heirloom Stitcher. And this was designed by Cheryl Granda. And it's a haunted house, and I am loving the colors. Look at this. I don't know, can you see it? Oh, it's beautiful. It's a castle. Oh my word. So it's a few pages. Yeah, it's a couple of pages or two. Then what else? Oh, the Emerald City. I love Satsuma Street by Jody Rice. I'm doing the Alice by Satsuma Street. Well, here is the Emerald City, Wizard of Oz. Look how cute is that? Now that might look good on the linen, you know, this linen that I bought. How adorable. Look at there's, I don't know if you can see, there's like poppies in the foreground. Isn't that adorable? Yeah, right here, the poppies in the foreground. There's the yellow brick road and the Emerald City. So cute. Then on my, I had an 11-inch Q-snap, so I bought an 8-inch Q-snap. I wanted one just a little smaller because I'm also, I've got more. She's got more. What else has she got? This is just one I'm doing it with a friend. It's not really a stitch along, but, and this is out of the Halloween 2020 edition, which I actually happen to have because I do get Just Cross Stitch magazine. Wouldn't you love to do this one? The kitty that's on the front. Oh my God. So I'm doing, I don't want to show you the thing, but there's this witch here, little witch with a pumpkin, just a little snack. I guess you guys call them snacks. And I've started it. Here, I have started it. Let me get the floss off of it. There's, see a little spider web. That's the top of the hat. Little spider coming down. So I'm still working on the witch's hat. And this is the 8-inch Q-snap that I got from that store that day. So already I've got a few little whips going. Yes, I do. So I wasn't done shopping. So right next to the Q-snaps were these needles that people have been talking about. These are these ball, what do they call them? Ball tees needles. Anyway, they're ball tip needles. And another total game changer. Somebody said they're like a heat-seeking missile. And they're lovely to work with, absolutely lovely to work with. They really do help find the holes better. I don't know how it works, but it works. $8. They come in sets of 2. So a little pricey, but I think it's worth the price. I really do. So on the way out of there, I found this Christmas magazine because Christmas is coming. Yeah. So I have not looked through it, but like just at a quick glance, they've got some fall here, and Christmas, but oh yeah, I can't make up my mind. There's some beautiful stuff in here, beautiful patterns in here. Don't you love the stocking on the front? So this is just for me to take a gander, see if I want to do any future projects. Then, what else? What else did she get, Bob? Let's see. I found these, which I think are super cool. They're called cross-stitch line keepers. So I am using it, okay, the avalanche. You know what I'm going to do? Put this back in the bag. Just put all this back. Okay. So here's how I'm using these here. In the magazine, I'm working on the Hocus Pocus. And it's just like this little magnetic flip thing. So I'm actually, rather than like write on the pattern, I know some people photocopy the pattern and then work on it that way. I'm just doing this and kind of moving the line down as I go. And it's very light. So I really thought that was a cute find. These were $10 for 4. Now, the last thing, and I don't know where the pattern is, but I'll put a picture of, this is the Oh Christmas Tree Stitch Along, and this is with Shalene's Creativity Room, and it does start September 1st. This is the fabric. I have all the floss for it, because it really calls for one color, which is an olive green. It's a Christmas tree. It's got birds on it. It's got ornaments on it. So I don't like olive green, so I'm probably going to do it in more of a Christmas green. Let's see, like more of this kind of a color, a green tree. But, and I want to color, you know, I want to do the ornaments in various colors. I might even do like a variegated with the ornaments. And then like the star on the top, I would like to do something, maybe make that gold. So bling it up a little bit, yeah. But this is the fabric that I found to do that on, and it doesn't show well on camera, but it's a white with sort of an iridescence to it. And I thought that would look kind of like snow in the background. Super, super pretty. It doesn't really come across well, but it's really shiny. Someone called it opal. I guess you might describe it as opal. I don't know. But that's for the Oh Christmas Tree stitch along. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what else? Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah. No. So I was watching Shalene's FlossTube from the other day, and she gets out this magazine, and I'm like, where's my magazine? The latest edition of Just Cross Stitch magazine. Where is it? Where did it go? I had it here. Oh, I got it. I found it. So I was literally watching her as I'm driving home from work, and she pulls out this magazine, the latest edition of Cross Stitch magazine, and there's this gorgeous witch on the front, and I'm like, oh my gosh, where is my copy? So I get out of my car at home, come in the house. My sister's like, here's your mail. Here's my mail. And that's the beautiful witch on the cover. Not only is it cross stitch, but there's beads in it, and it's beautiful. But here's what I mentioned, that fabric that I had before. What did I do with it? Oh, it's back in the bag. Hold on. So I mentioned, you know, I knew what I was going to do with this fabric. So let me show you. I went through the magazine. Oh, got some gorgeous fall stuff, some animals. So, you know, I always kid around and say, I'm going to run off to Alaska, you know, to meet some men. So I found this super cute pattern, and I thought that this would be the perfect fabric. It's, the sample is stitched on a fabric that they're calling Aurora Borealis. So I don't want to show you the pattern, but it's just a silhouette of a moose. But look at the background of that, you know, the fabric background. And I thought this would be really, you know, perfect for that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Can you see it? Can you see it? It sort of captures like Aurora Borealis, you know, if I pick the right area of the fabric, like maybe in here, for the moose, you know? Yeah, I think that'd be cool. Unless I just try to order this Aurora Borealis fabric. But I fell in love with the moose, you know, and that goes along with my little theme that I'm going to move to Alaska. And it's just like 3 or 4 colors. Literally. I wonder if there's another picture of it. Oh, there absolutely is. Yeah. It's called Northern Lights. See, there's the full page of it. So I'm thinking that would probably look really good with this. And it's black, pearl gray, shell gray. Yeah, 3 colors. Yeah, that's a lot of black, but I think that would be so cute. All right. Oh my God, I've gone on for 30 minutes. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I will put the information for Heart's Desire. I do not know if they ship or if they have an online presence. It says supplies, classes friendly, knowledgeable staff, Heart's Desire. There's an email address. They have a Facebook page. They do custom framing in this place too. Cross stitch and custom framing. Okay, so it does say on the back, mail orders welcome. So awesome. I will put that information into the description. Guys, thank you for tuning into my FlossTube. What I'm going to do is try to maybe once a week or every other week bring you my progress on these whips. I'm going to try not to incur anymore because that's enough for now. I know some of you have many, but I've got a lot going on. So guys, stay tuned, and I love you all. Bye.